Greetings, my brothers and sisters. I want to thank you for, just being out there. There's a lot of us that knows the truth, and there's a lot of us that do not know the truth. And there's a lot of us that do not even care to know the truth. They just want to go on what they already have. And when you shut your mind off like that, I got the way my mom and dad, or oh, I'm gonna go this way. Okay, um, it says that our people die for the lack of knowledge, and they're talking about dying spiritually. We can be spiritually dead where you're not as active in the spirit, and as we supposed to be, because we are holy people with part of Yahweh dwelling in us. And sometimes it has to be activated. Sometimes he can call us, for that. But at this present time, I'm going to read a little bit to you from the book of I'm reading out of Yahweh's holy scriptures, okay? And we're going to be going to the book of Ezekiel, okay? That's the English name for Ezekiel. But I kind of like to also use, the Hebrew name, which is Yakiskis. Yakiskis Yah at the end, because he was a prophet that spoke the words of Yahweh. And when we speak the words of Yahweh, we have to be very mindful that he's watching us, so we can deliver the word to his people that are still in bondage, spirit, mind, and body. Glory, spirit, mind, and body. You know, that he's watching us. Okay, so at this point in time, um, I'm going to get the book of Ezekiel, and it says, "Then say to them," say to who? Both tribes, because we are a people that um, we are a nation, but we also are a tribe. We are a tribe of people, and it says, "Then say to them, this is what Father Yahweh says. Behold, I will take the children of Yaakov, Israel, from among the heathens." So who are the heathens today? The heathens are the Edomites, the Idumans, and you could start with Antipater, um, the Iduman, those who sit on the Roman throne, and a lot of the Ashkenazi and the Sephardim Jews, okay, claim that they are Israelis. This is he's going to take us out of here. But let me keep reading. It says, "I will take the children of Israel from among the heathens, wherever they have gone." We're everywhere. "And will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land." Okay. Now, at this point in time, he's talking about a specific place. Okay. Because as quiet as it's kept, this is his whole land. This is Yah's land. This is our land. But 20:22 says, "And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king will be over them, and they will no longer be two nations." We're two nations, and we're scattered everywhere. I'm talking about, I'm talking about we as a people, we are the Jews. Okay? We are a Jewish tribe from Yaakov, from Simeon, S-H-E-M, Shem, Shemonite, Jacobites. That's us. And it says, nor will they ever be divided into two nations again. Never again will they defile themselves with their gods of Elohim. Okay, so you know that our ancestors from Egypt had many gods, just like Nimrod, from the Tower of Babel, had many lords, many gods, and worshiping all sorts of things that are not supposed to be worshiped. But Yah is the one supposed to be worshiped. And it says, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions. But I, listen to this very careful, but I will save them out of their dwelling places where they have sinned. Still is. And I will cleanse them, so they will be my people, and I will be their father. Okay? He's saying that he is a father. He says that when Jacob was a child, I loved him. But Esau, I hated, which is the European nation of folks, or the European tribes, because they all one people. 24, it says, and listen to this, number 24, and David, my servant, will be king over them. So where does Jesus Christ fit in on this at? And some of the translation in different Bibles have changed the word. But this one says, and David, my servant, will be king over them, and they will have one shepherd. They will also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do them. Not the statutes according to man, but the statutes according to Yahweh our husband. 25. And they will dwell in the land that I have given to Yaakov, my servant, whom I call my son, where your fathers have dwelled, and they will dwell in it. Listen, my brothers, because when you go to the scriptures, it took David's name out and put Jesus' name there. Listen, their children, their children's children, forever. And my servant David will be their prince forever. Okay? Look at 26. Moreover, I will renew the covenant of peace with them. This covenant that the heathens, Esau's children and sons and daughters and on, that tribe has killed, raped, mutilated our ancestors, and still are doing it today as quiet as it's kept, to keep the true covenant away from our people. They killed to get rid of that covenant. When you read the book of Maccabees 1 and 2, it talks about how they forced their religion upon us that we may forget the covenant of our ancestors. Moreover, I will renew the covenant of peace with them, and it will be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will establish them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forever. My dwelling place will also be with them. Yes, this is true. And I will be their father, and they will be my people. 28. And the heathens will know that I am Yahweh, and my sanctuary will be in the midst of them forever. This information that they have taken out of the modern day Bibles and have given you garbage, because we're dealing with the spirit of Yaakov. We're dealing with, not the spirit of Yaakov, we're dealing with the spirit of Esau, which is the spirit of hatred, which is the spirit of defilement. You know the story of Esau and Jacob. Well, that spirit is still amongst us today, because that spirit has killed, raped, robbed, mutilated, cut women's stomach open, had their babies hanging from their stomach because of this covenant. And I wear white because Yahweh is my husband. He is my husband. He is my husband. I worship and serve Yahweh, the ancient one. And they have taken the scrolls and burned them and tore them up. You can read it in the book of the Maccabees. It tells you what they have done. Okay, so we're going to put this down. We're going to put this down. If you want to call me and ask me any questions pertaining to, you know, some of the books that Yahweh has blessed me to be able to read and ponder and meditate upon, you can call me 330-766-2276. I pray to Yahweh. I worship Yahweh. He is my creator. He lives inside of me. And at this day and time, I'm not going to play with this thing, because I want to be free. I want to be free from every spirit, every demon that is not like Yahweh. I want it cast down, burned up, put in the lake of fire, everything, that we can walk in righteousness and walk in power, walk in wholeness, being saved and created, shaped and formed and fashioned by Yahweh. Not this weak, watered down church stuff. Okay, so we're going to stop right here for a minute, and then we'll be back. Shalom. And I'm coming. We're going to be coming back with some information, but I have to make sure that I did this right so I can upload it on YouTube. Let me see. And my little ministry is called Dandelions of the Fields Ministries, and we are the dandelions. Okay, dandelions is good for many things. All praises. Peace out.